Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to first of all, the first day of Virgo season. Prepare for the receipts. Brace yourself. The receipts are coming. There's an avalanche of receipts as far as the eye can see, getting ready to wash its way over modern man and society. Get ready for a buttload of I told you so's, I told you so, and told you. Boy, that's already starting. That's already starting. You see how the CDC just quietly been like, hey, all y'all who are saying, oh, you remember who we were calling conspiracy theorists 2020? You might have been right. Listen, apologize to your conspiracy theorist friend today. Don't wait until the end of Virgo season for them to just come through and be like, hey, listen, you have a responsibility. And if you're the conspiracy theorist, I like you. You're a conspiracy realist. Amen. Okay? Listen, this is nothing compared to Scorpio season. So other than that, welcome to your magical moon message. See, last year I was waiting for Virgo season. This year I'm waiting for Scorpio season. There's so many layers that I want to unveil. And I'm going to do my hardest to just talk about this transit. Okay? First of all, Virgo season is the harvest, baby. I want you to go back to 6 months ago. We had Sun, Moon, Neptune, and Jupiter in Pisces. It was a divine new moon and a very magical full moon that we had before that, or maybe after that. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What matters is that loading screen is done. That dream you had is being made real because you thought about it Gemini season, which gave you the angle trajectory to harvest this. And you need to understand that the most major twist in our century is leading into a 6-month arc coming into Saturn in Pisces, Pluto in Aqua, yes, Jupiter back in Aries as we facilitate the beginning of the end of the fucking world, okay? If you have Saturn in Aquarius, if you have Saturn in Pisces, or know anyone with these people, you just need to stay around these people, okay? They're the only ones that have returned to the level of insider knowledge. Shout out to Saturn in Capricorn, and Saturn in Sagittarius, and Saturn in Scorpio. Anyone who's Pluto Scorpio has more wisdom with the South Node in their sign of what's going on than anybody right now. Okay, that's not necessarily a better or worse thing. Don't sleep on the other Pluto generations. But what you need to understand is that relative to everything, especially relative to 2020, when the Saturnian actions kicked in this reset, you're getting ready to see the results of everything. You're getting ready to see the unveiling of all the deception. And when I say what I say, please don't limit yourself to equate this to the elections, the pandemic. That is just a small mini fraction of everything that's happening, okay? Saturn in Pisces is going to prepare you for everything Saturn imaginable Pisces that will happen, that you can't even conceive. That's going to get ready for a whole new Saturn Aries karmic cycle that's going to go on with Neptune. You're going to get ready over the next 6 years and 6 months specifically to see and process things starting now, that you can't even begin to fathom. That's why you even went through this whole synchronicity run. Your soul was getting you ready to piece together synchronicities that are hard for you to get, because that's nothing compared to what the first 10 days of Virgo season is about to flip your head in. Because we're completing a Jupiter and Pisces cycle that conjunct Neptune took 156 years to complete. The last time that happened, it was a Dred Scott decision where people in this country had to determine if people of color were equal enough. And we've come back around so that we can do the same thing to determine the status for non-vaccinateds. Okay, ain't nothing changed. So here's the thing. Now we have smartphones to see the fuckery. And the reason why you want to be so happy this Virgo season is because you truly reap what you sow. All these fake ass, weak little bitches who've been living a lie, following these fake narratives, which they're allowed to do what they do, but to the extent with which they undermine and project to you, because everyone has been ignorant. We've all been there. We've all been ignorant before. It's not being ignorant that's the issue. It's being stupid. The inability for you to open your mind to that which you just don't know. Okay, being ignorant is one thing, right? But now making fun of you for staying true to you All right, that's unforgivable. This is everything that if you've done that, you're harvesting the result of that. If you actually put in work to, you know what I'm saying, be a better person, be your greatest self, you're harvesting that. Life is not black and white. You may find that you've done a little bit of both and you're going to harvest that and then you're going to balance it in Libra. But one thing you want to be very mindful of in this analytical, mutable season of change is that every detail of how to do what you're getting ready to do that you don't know how to do is going to be unveiled for you, especially with Mercury that's going to retrograde coming out of Libra back into Virgo. And the epiphanies that will induce post new moon in Virgo in a couple of days is getting ready for you to fundamentally change your behavior on how you do every single thing you have ever done in your life, because you have since then evolved the awareness of who you are, similar to, like I said to my good man Akash, shout out to you, bro. It's similar to like being a Charmeleon last year, this time Virgo season. Bitch, now you're a Charmander. Okay, you sun roared through Leo, and now you could just flamethrower a bitch. I don't think people know that about you. So I'm gonna talk about the moon in Cancer real quick, because you're gaining a very sincere understanding about how to really feel about things. Not this forced, fake, well, let me make you feel good. Like, what is your sincere feelings, okay? This is preparing you for a balsamic phase of the moon in Leo that's gonna transcend the social aspect of how courageously you express these feelings, but this is going to also let you know where you really feel you belong with people who honor the reality of you, Virgo, not the imagination and illusion or thoughts around you. So last year you were a Charmeleon. Okay, you were still a badass motherfucker. Okay, you were no Charmander. Okay, you got higher claws. You were going, yeah, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Some of you were wild. Some of you got caught by a trainer. But like your flame didn't reach certain people. You know what I'm saying? So some people try to act like they were bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? You know you grind, but someone feels they have a bigger status, they can lil you down or whatever. Cool. Bitch, you a Charizard now. Now you coming around to save people like, yeah, I done leveled up. They're like, how did you become a Charizard so fast? Like, what the? Like, you don't even know you got people shook. Because you still acting like the Charmeleon. So Virgo season gonna come through like, wait, I'm a whole motherfucking Charizard. Bitch, I got wings. Look at that. Like I fucking breathe fire, motherfuckers is getting scared. Before I was a Charmander breathing fire, people were like, oh. Now I'm like, oh shit, it's a dragon. Like you're gaining real experience of how much you leveled up. You're gaining everything up until now was you being leveled up. Now you're gaining that context. Now you're seeing the presence and the difference between last year. But you a Charizard now. Now, thank you. Now you could just light up a whole room just by spinning a fireball, just a flamethrower. People know how to act around you. You're not a level 100 Charizard, but you're a Charizard now. There's still more training to go. Welcome to Virgo season. Because you've activated skills, techniques, abilities that you're going to practice to make perfect. Take it to Libra. And that's it, baby. Saturn will go direct then, Pluto will go direct then. So take account and stock. Everything before this new moon is going to release the old cycle. It's going to prepare you to let you know what you no longer need to take into these old outdated opinions, feelings. The opposition of the moon in Cancer to Pluto is going to fundamentally have you kill and destroy old emotions forever, especially around doubt, around how really amazing and powerful you've leveled up and grown. Another thing you want to be very careful about is now that a series of successive cycles are concluding, okay, this 6 month, like everything is going to begin to happen, Virgo, because by the time we step into 6 months, Neptune's in its third decan, okay, Saturn's out of Aquarius, Pluto's out of Cap. So collectively, what this looks like in social channels through individuals is all these devil worshiping, occult, evil ass motherfuckers finessing people with these symbolic imagery and outside of these devil horn signs, because some people need devil horn signs in music videos to see someone's evil. Things don't have to go that far. These people are going to start to reveal more of the deception they've been doing. Up until this point, there has been a huge emphasis to keep this behind closed doors and make this cryptic. You're going to now see more an open, in your face audacity to express this. It's unconscious to them, similar to the wheats and the tares. Before, the wheats had to grow with the tares. And so when the wheats grew with the tares, they were still baby plants. Now they're nearing completion. You know very clearly what's the wheat, what's the tare. You know very clearly who believes in all this deceptive, pseudo-intellectual, satanic, Luciferian, do what thou wilt bullshit ass agenda. And who will let the Lord's will be done as it is in heaven on earth, baby. This is not a game. You better wear that breastplate of righteousness. You better wear the belt of truth. Okay, I'm sorry, the belt of, the shoes of peace, rather. I think it's the belt of truth, even though the sword is the word of truth. But regardless, you know what I'm saying? The helmet of salvation. You're going to come into such crucial insight and analysis. You don't want any day to go to waste. Spend time really looking at the little things, all right? So I hope you enjoy this Virgo season. The first 8 days is going to kick off this King Kunks with Jupiter, and you're going to once again see, oh my gosh, I'm a fucking Charizard now. Like, people walk different around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it used to take me 2 flamethrowers and a scratch to beat this motherfucker. Now I just gotta do a flamethrower. They all running like, ah! Yes, and it's gonna feel weird at first, and it's gonna feel amazing when you tap into your splendiferousness. Yeah, I'm a wild Pikachu, so you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be a Raichu. I'm gonna be a Zapdos. You feel me? I'm just turning legend. You can't even do that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm making the impossible possible. But like, yeah. For those of you who like to put in work and see practical results, welcome to paradise, because this is not just giving you every practical result. It is fundamentally completing the harvest of the 156 times 1 in a 12-year compounded conjunction of Sun, Moon, Neptune, Jupiter, and Pisces that is now finally showing you what dreams can be made real. The science of Pisces through Virgo is Instagram versus reality. So there's what you dream, and there's what you envision, and there's what of your dream you can actually make real. Well, you're going to see that. You're going to see that. Maybe you've been dreaming of the most amazing stadium that you want to work at, where like you go into this stadium and every single amenity is made for you, but we're in reality. So you don't get that stadium, but you get an office, and every feeling that you felt that you wanted in that stadium, you have in that office. Yeah, it doesn't look exactly like your dream, but it's more efficient and practical to what's readily available. And most importantly, you're harvesting the same feeling and vibe, which you'll blow and grow moving forward. But what you also want to take into account is the actual practical manifestation and definition of the tangible expression and reality of the energy harnessing you completed full moon in Aquarius and also quarter square in Taurus that's going to lead into the new moon in Virgo. That's going to literally fundamentally change the way square Mars in Gemini you approach magical expression of supernatural abilities and powers. The reason why I've been waiting for this season is you have to spell out a lot of shit for people. It's hard for people to read between the lines because they pick and choose what authorities they want to listen to, which will contradict what other people are saying is true. And, you know, people like us, we don't have time to play trying to prove shit to you or other people. We let our work speak for itself. This is where the test of time comes through. I've been doing this for 10 years now. No one can tell me where I've missed one prediction, period. Like, I do this. It is what it is. Shout out to Candace of Mid-Heaven Podcast. We do this too. Like, we are all out here. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Time will tell the tale. And this is where now any kind of disconnect or misunderstanding of how to realistically understand the whole concept of notion of superpowers blossoming and coming into play, well, congratulations. We're here. You're not only going to understand how, you're going to master the shit out of this. And then once you fully master, as practice makes perfect, you're going to step into Libra season, present this, and present facts that you've analyzed that will betray and reveal what you were lied to about towards other people in Libra, where you'll use these powers with people in Libra and break through the second boss battle in Libra. Okay, we're not there yet. You have practicing to do. And so from Moon in Cancer to Moon in Leo, it's going to let you know what you're transcending and what you have to practice so that once you step into the new moon in Virgo, you step into that 2-week cycle, blossom at Pisces. And then enjoy your new existence as the most luxurious, swaggy Charizard to ever exist. Roar!